All right. Hey, we're back playing some Dungeons and Dragons Wild West style. Veneer. This is a first session of The Rock, uh, which is a setting created by myself and co-designed with Jonathan Mendez, and of course all the amazing people who play it, from the people who play at GM Below Games, through SPG and all that good stuff. And if you want to get in that, you can go ahead and do startplaying.game/GM/GM Balo, if you want to get in on any of that. And because there's Saturday Rock that's up and going, but we are ready for our insanity today in this very different setting. And there's a lot of lore that goes along with the Rock that you should be picking up through some of the characters. And we'll give you some resources in a few weeks too if you want to start figuring out how to get on board with all of that. But for today, you can go ahead and get some inspiration through those channel points into our players' hands, as well as a certain amount of treasure boosts. And as I've said on my other rock game, the treasure boosts are a little different in this. They're a little more mundane and unique than some of the others. So we'll get into that. But it's always they're story driven. So the items that they can find come from an area within the campaign that night. So now I think it's time we begin. So let's do this. So perfect. All right. The sun is high today. It's bright, down, hot among the absolutely craggy expanse of the rock. This place once was considered the thief of magic, severing an entire world's ties to the weave. That invisible barrier that allowed innate magic to flourish. But this thing you now walk upon ended everything, and thus turned the world to one of general bounty, to one where everything is fought for, paid for, or killed for. No culture was safe from the effects of this. But a few years ago, some who were stranded found their way to this place, to the rock, this thing that had caused the misery now was a source of, some would dare say, hope. But greed has a way of strangling or shaping the hope of people. Thus, the company, made up of the first who got their feet and hands here, who are able to change the harmonic song that the rocks sang to their own. They've been here, they've done much along the coasts, and they've tried to make some type of infrastructure. Years ago, they made a failed settlement called Dawn's Rise. Now, as We look down upon the rocky surface. We do see a somewhat sizable group. Covered wagons. Many walk-in. Supplies. What the wagons are for. Being pulled along by meadow steeds that huff out this sound that is discordant, wrong against the hum of the continent. That buzz that almost fades into the background, but brims with power. And here we see the travelers, each one carrying some object that bears a white crystal. This crystal known as Cenarium, the thing that brings the power that once the weave provided to those who can carry it, though always at a price. You don't stay how you are at the Rock. This place changes you. Or so most of you have heard. Because you're relatively new. It's not lost on you when you realize that everyone traveling here is relatively new, that maybe those who've been here knew better than to say yes to this. Too late now. Been traveling for weeks. Supplies have been alright. Things have been calm. But it's more dangerous now. Closer to the destination. You know that further just means more into places where anything could be. Heck, people don't even know how stable all the surface here is. You left tree lines a while back. Been relying mostly just on the water you brought. But the steeds have managed any type of uneven ground well enough. And considering, been able to make a few, relatively few, repairs to the wagons. So, as we see this ragtag group please describe your character and how they were approached to come on this journey, as well as anyone they've taken a particular interest in. Who will go first?
Matthias is I'm sorry if y'all can hear that. He is in very simple clothing, and he carries a staff. As we've been traveling, he's probably been trying to balance a copper coin on the tip of his staff as he walks. Just something to kill the time. As far as people that have caught his attention, probably Arya, just because people in the spotlight, that is what they do.
And as Matthias looks that to her, and what brought you here?
Uh, the chance to lay, maybe not necessarily lay low, but be out of direct line of sight of the company.
Certainly true here. As you look over the woman you know as Arya, what do we see?
You see a female tiefling, young, early 20s, with a lute strapped to her back and a parasol, keeping the sun off her skin, her pale pink skin.
Nice. And what's brought her here?
She was told that they needed help with getting people there, and they thought that maybe entertainment, better saloon would help. And she was like, hey, I can help with that. I've done this for a little bit. She was with another group of people, but there's something happened and she got hurt. She can't remember what happened after that.
Whenever she thinks back and can't remember, what does she touch? Could be a scar, could be an item. What do you think it might be?
Probably, I would think it would be a scar on the back of her head, right underneath her hairline.
Yeah. Very good. As we see Arya, there is metal hooves not attached to a wagon that passed by her. Silver, can you please describe?
As these metal hooves paying up from a clockwork-looking horse type contraption, it finally gets to where you think the horse head would be, and the body extends. And it's a female about in her late 30s, probably looks brown hair, has a cowboy hat tucked over her eyes, wearing this poncho down, her poncho across her top, holding a sword. And she's chewing on a piece of straw, and she's looking over at this young girl, Miss Gabby Ross, who seems very new to these type of things. She's been watching her very closely on this journey, kind of taking an interest, almost like a mother-daughterly interest in her. And she's made this journey to hopefully make this place a new home for her son, who's back home.
Nice. Then Gabby.
Gabby definitely sticks out in this group. She wears very expensive looking clothing, and she carries herself with a certain grace that is usually afforded to those who were raised in upper high society. It's a little strange that someone dressed like her and sort of as young as her is on a journey like this. And she hasn't really spoken much about her reasons for being here. She carries with her a deck of cards in one hand that she is very oftentimes seen kind of fidgeting with and just kind of shuffling through, sometimes on a single hand. She seems to know her way around a deck. Other times, people might catch her with her weapon, twirling it around fancifully. And in this group, she has been known to gamble quite a bit with those who are willing to part with their coin.
Absolutely.
Do we call you Miss Ross?
A lot of people do.
All right. Well, the dust keeps moving. And while the journey has been a little quiet, there's been a few opportunities where your somewhat unique gifts have each shown yourselves to be a little bit hardier than the others. Many might not expect it, but you each have been asked to keep a special eye out now. Nightly, over boiled dried meat, there are always discussions. And it leads to the four of you and how you are the last ones to take shelter within the wagons. The ones to help make sure everyone else is safe. You haven't had all that much say in this. What, for each of you, made you stand out? That they kind of picked you for this?
For Sailor, it's the fact that she's a protector. She views all these people as her children, and she's willing to do anything for them.
I think for Arya, it's the fact that she can be as bright and open and out there in 1 second and then just almost vanish in the next. She tends to scare people by sneaking up on them.
Nice. Matthias, Gabby?
I think Gabby is a little fearless and very headstrong, and being a natural gambler is a little crazy. So kind of the perfect mix for someone heading out this way.
Hmm.
Matthias, he just wants to protect the people that he's traveling with. And they're all going there to set up a new town together, so gotta make sure everybody gets there.
Everyone, please give me a perception check.
I get to re-roll my ones. That's good.
That's a 16 plus 0.
Okay.
I roll an 11.
All right. Well. What did Matthias get?
And they,
8, okay. So, Arya, you know you've been here longer than you remember. And one thing that you've become quite used to is the song, that background hum. And occasionally you've even been able to harmonize with it. But in this moment, there's a different harmony. Something's singing with the rock, and their song is getting closer. You know well enough, somewhat deep down, that this could be a person or some creature, some animal. It's hard to know. But there's not just one of them. They're approaching.
Arya's spine will straighten and she'll become on high alert. What time is it? Daytime, nighttime? What time of day is it?
The sun is high. It's just about noon.
It's about noon. And I'll look in the direction that I feel it coming from.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll give a signal. I'm sure we came up with a signal, like a hand signal, to show
Sure,
that something's
yeah.
coming. So everybody, like, there's something coming.
Yeah. I think immediately the wagons up front, as things get real quiet. The tone of everybody just stops. It's different. Everyone mimics your hand signal, and the wagons begin to pull up front, get in a bit of a circle.
I'll ready my sonan, my parasol.
Yeah. So you take out your parasol. What's it look like? Describe this action as it gets readied.
She currently has it open above her head, keeping the rays off of her, but she'll close it. She'll pull it down and close it and have her finger on the button on the handle, and she'll hold it, aiming it in the direction.
Okay. And imagine it starts to do its own soft hum. Everybody else?
Silver, seeing that, is going to kind of trot over to her, Arya, and as she trots over, you're going to see her tail kind of shoot up, and it's going to fold open a little bit, and the hooves from her body is going to start creating this rhythm that's going to start charging up her tail. It's just going to start glowing. That is her weapon.
Nice.
can I climb on top of one of the carts to see if
Yeah.
I can get a better look?
Yeah, get on top of a wagon here. And then, Gabby.
Gabby will take out her, I'll just call it a revolver, and she's going to move up to kind of take slight cover behind one of the stopped wagons so she can also peer out and see what's going on.
Okay. Please roll for initiative.
Oh no! Oh no! I'm telling you, Matt, if I get a low initiative roll again.
I got 19.
18.
Jeez.
And I got a 17.
Cool.
Fucking 8! I'm never rolling initiative on D&D Beyond ever again. I'm telling you,
brand.
I'm done.
On brand. All right. You all begin trying to take a better look. Everyone moves, things stop. And then the hum, the general tone of the area falls silent. Something has called out, and the rock has answered. Nothing's moving just yet. But Miss Gabby Ross, it's your turn.
All right. I'm going to see if I can peer out and spot anything.
All right. You can use your observe action, make a perception check.
Okay. That's a 15.
15. Everything is still clear. No movement. Not that you can sense anyway.
All right. I would hold my attack until I see something.
Okay. Silver. Silver, it's your turn.
I'm going to hold. Can I hold a charge if I see something?
I think I'll let you.
Okay.
All right. Matthias.
You said the rock answered, or there was a general hum, and it's silent now.
Yes.
Mm. I'm just going to stay up here and see if I can see anything.
All right. Continue to keep watch. To look out. And it's still silent for a bit until the ground underneath of Silver begins to move. And Silver, you find yourself almost falling in as the ground beneath you gives way. And you see a pair of furry paws come up, followed by a second, third, and fourth. As you see sharp teeth, head of a wolf, 8-legged, come across and nips right at your belly. And
I'm glad I didn't climb down.
all right, 17 to hit.
That will hit.
All right, it bites down hard, dealing 7 piercing damage. And as it does, it takes one paw and tries to push off. With a 7, it ends up hitting your metal chassis, and while it's able to rip out a piece of your side, and what looks like a little rib comes with it as it lands on the ground, snarls and howls. Any held may go off.
All right, I think I had the first one. I'll
Yep.
go ahead and attack. I go ahead and aim my gun right at this thing and pull the trigger.
All right.
That is a 25 to hit.
Jeez, that hits.
It will do 6 thunder damage.
Okay. The hum reoccurs in the rock as this thing is put to the side, shaking its head from the blast. Anything else?
Mine was a
That's yours?
charge, so I can't. So I had to move, so mine wouldn't go off.
Yeah. All right, and then Matthias, you had something?
Yeah, can I throw a dart at
Yeah.
That'd be a 7 to hit.
All right. You let that resound, and it turns and makes a screeching sound that resonates with the rock song, and the dart just goes around it. And Arya, it's your turn.
She's gonna immediately shoot off hers. She's gonna take aim, press her button, and whenever she presses the button, the parasol opens and closes really quick and shoots the beam out of a
Yeah.
fancy topper on her parasol. So let's see if that's gonna work. Ooh, that's good. 22. I can't math today. I'm sorry.
All right, 22 hits.
All right, let me 10. Three.
All right. The blasts out, skittering its legs out from beneath it, moving it to the side. It looks as it lets out this 3-tone cry.
I'm gonna look at it and say, none of that, none of that. She's not chew toy, and bonus action healing word on silver for
Absolutely.
what is it? 5 hit points
Oh,
back.
thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, that's right. I math correctly. I'm good. And then she's gonna just aim up again.
All right. And from there, another breaking of rock. And a much larger wolf comes out. Its legs carrying it swiftly towards Arya. And it comes in mouth large, trying to grasp around your neck. That's an 8. How do you avoid it?
I'm like, I'll whack it in the face with my parasol to
Yes. No.
knock it off course. Knock it off course.
Yeah, just missing you. Lands sturdy. Ian almost calculating the area around it. Miss Gabby Ross.
All right. Since this is the start, do we get the +1 damage if I hit?
Yes.
Okay, just checking. All right, so Gabby will see this new wolf thing coming out of the ground and heading straight for Arya, and so she's going to follow it with her revolver and then try to get it lined up right toward the creature's head, pull the trigger to see what
Nice.
happens. I get to re-roll ones. Not that did me much better. That's an 11.
An 11. All right. The blast rockets through, and this time you see in this eight-legged wolf there are what look like yellow crystals that grow out of it, and they hum at the approach of your blast, and it just dissipates and seems to almost empower them.
All right. So my shot looked like it empowered him?
It looked like it reacted with the crystals, and that they just absorbed it. You don't necessarily think you gave a big shot to them.
All right. Is there a space between Arya and the wolf?
The wolf's in melee, so it is right next to Arya. Just like the other one's right next to Silver.
Okay. No problem. Oh gosh. Okay, so what I'm going to do is free action will be to take out my my dagger, and I'm going to use my movement, which is 25, to try and get behind the wolf.
Okay, yeah. So 25 movement.
All right, and that'll be my turn.
Got it. Silver.
First thing, High Hill Silver Rage.
Love it.
That's beautiful.
And I attack. I pull out my sword and just let into it. So
Yeah,
that is a 23
that'll hit.
for 10 slashing damage.
All right.
Oh, plus rage damage, right? So this is my first time being a barbarian, so that's an extra 2, so 12.
Okay. Your sword comes in cleanly, slicing this thing in half. As it, whoom, the two halves go flying.
And that will be my turn.
All right, Matthias.
I would like to jump off the wagon and come down on the one attacking Arya.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a 19 to hit
That hits.
for 11 damage. Unless it's +1, then it's 12.
All right. Your staff comes down hard on his back. You hear some of the crystals align it break, and it. You feel this would have done much more to the other one. This is thick creature. And what?
Sensing that, I will bonus action punch the other one.
Yeah, the other one's dead. You can just punch this
Oh.
one.
Okay. That is a 17 to hit.
That hits.
That is 4 points of damage.
Nice. Then Arya. Yep.
Okay. What she'll do is she'll not really holster her parasol, just kind of like shove it in her belt, and then quickly whip out her daggers, and she'll hit one. She'll try and slice across this thing's face with her first dagger.
Absolutely.
And advantage because flanking, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. Oh, I got the same thing on each one. That's not going to help. That's 11. I got a 7 on each.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
This thing, it reaches and grabs your parasol in its mouth.
No. Can I? And I have a bonus action, 2-weapon fighting. Can I? I want to try and stab it in the head with my other dagger.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, that's better. 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
It's not much. It's not going to be much, but hey. 4, 5 piercing.
Nice.
Oh, is it a bonus action? Because I don't think you can add your proficiency modifier.
2, 3 damage.
Perfect. All right. At this, Stuck Around turns and will take a bite towards Miss Gabby Ross.
Yummy.
4, 7.
That will miss.
Yeah. Cornered, whimpering. Miss Gabby Ross, it's your turn.
All right. I'm going to do something very similar to what Arya did. I think I would have to drop my weapon and take out the second dagger, or can I holster and take it out? I don't really know. I assume I have to drop it. So
you have to drop. Yeah, you do have to drop. Yeah.
So I'll drop my sonnet weapon to remove the other dagger, so I have both in my hand, and I'm going to attempt to slice and dice. So I go ahead with one of my daggers and just kind of move it in a way to kind of just smack it in the face. Let's see. That is going to be a 16 to hit.
That will hit.
Damage on that one is 6 piercing. And then I'm going to, with my second hand, slice again. Just kind of plunge it toward this wolf's... Oh, I apologize. That's +1. I apologize. Or actually +2, because this is the next round.
I think we can do a little better on the descriptions. I'm going to keep it as a +1.
Very well. So it's +1. And then I'm going to attack again. And as I slice with my second weapon, I get an 11. So I just kind of completely miss as I bring out my second hand.
Yeah.
It just goes nowhere.
This just goes low. And Silver.
Okay, how far away from am I technically?
I think 10 feet.
10 feet. Okay, so that'd be 10. That'd be 2. Okay, I'm just gonna run in and attack.
All right.
So that is an 11.
Yeah, you have advantage.
Okay, perfect. So then I'll roll again. That is a 21.
Yeah.
So that is going to be 14 damage as I come in and go right down the middle.
Yeah, how do you want to kill it?
Yeah, Silver just comes in and goes, "Hi, oh Silver!" and slash it down the middle.
%. With that, boom. And as you slice it down, it gives another little sonnet howl. And it's almost like a whale song. And it's echoed, but not out on the distance so much, but more from below. As the rock vibrates.
There's more coming.
You feel like there's a little bit of time. What do you want to do?
We should probably get out of here as quickly as possible.
I don't know. We could take him.
Um,
Ow, 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 ow. Somebody punch me. Somebody punch me. I'm ready.
let's just get everybody out of here. Like, we've got a little bit of time. If we can get a head start, let's do it.
All right.
We don't know how many are coming.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you need any help, Silver?
No, we'll be tired here in a minute.
I rolled a 13 to hit you.
Thank you. Let's keep going.
Let's keep going.
Yeah, I'm gonna hop up on this wagon.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, get up in the wagon.
I hope pull the wagon.
Yeah, can hook up a little bit. Everyone's like, right. So you're going to try to make some distance here. The big thing that everyone's going to rely on you here for is more clearing the way, making sure it's safe. So I'm going to say that there's going to be someone needs to look more in the distance, then someone else can be in charge of keeping track of the kind of the wagons and this caravan itself.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty good at looking out in the distance.
If you're good at it, then go ahead. I don't really have much to help on this. Oh.
Oof. All right. All right. Who's looking out in the distance?
Miss Gabby.
I'm going to try.
Okay.
If I am assisting, does that give her advantage?
We're going to do one in the distance and one keeps track of the wagons. So if you want to do the wagons, you could.
We all have advantage too, so if we need, I'll use my advantage. I mean, my inspiration.
There you go.
Inspiration. That's what I'm trying to say. So I'll use my inspiration on my roll. All right. You want me to go ahead and roll?
Yes, please.
Okay. So. All right, that's not too bad. That's an 18.
An 18, very good. And then let's get the roll for watching the crew.
I've got a question.
Yeah.
As my background, it says I can impose disadvantage on anything trying to perceive me and those with me by making a noise in another part of the area. Can I do that?
I think not. This moment, it's not quite applicable.
Okay, just wanted to.
But we'll keep that in mind. But yeah.
All right. I don't know what kind of roll that would be.
Yeah. Right now, if you're looking at their wagons, this is going to be another perception.
Another perception. Anybody else have good perception? No.
Mine's not negative.
Yours is not negative. Go ahead, Matthias.
And I will use my inspiration.
Okay.
That's not great. That's a 3.
Okay.
That's with advantage?
I rolled 2 ones.
Oh no.
Oh no.
So that's not just 3. That's an actual 1. Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Whew. Miss Gabby, you're able to move the wagons through the more rocky areas, and you can see now that some have more of a hollowed area than not. possibly tunnels that these things might use, and you realize you were just right on top of their system. So you begin taking them more to the side, away from the traveled route, the marked path that maybe has been set up as a hunting ground for these things. The downside of this is that it's rougher. You don't know what dangers entirely lurk, but you keep it pretty good. But as they begin speeding to keep up, to know where to go, the sudden rush begins to take its toll. And after about 200 feet of quickly moving, making a good amount of distance here, part of the wagon, part of the head wagon's wheels cracks, and the bottom of it falls down. It starts dragging. The force pulls back on the metal mounts that then rear to the side, causing it to go horizontal, perpendicular to the rest of the oncoming wagons, and 2 mounts crash into it before the rest kind of move up. And you see where it has fallen and where its crash is taken. The ground seems a little more indented than it had been. And there is a crack that looks like it leads to hollowness underneath. What would you all like to do?
Exit. Exit.
Exit what?
Where are we in the one that crashed?
Yeah, you could be.
Okay.
You get on out as there's other people like on it, so you could begin helping them out.
Yeah.
They're fairly banged up. They're not unconscious, but they are bleeding.
Okay. Oh, we'll get every. I blah 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 blah. My brain is working, but it's not, and I am so sorry. Just get everybody out, because I'm afraid that this wagon is gonna fall into a cavern. We don't know how deep or anything it is, and I don't want anybody else. I don't want anybody killed. You know, hurt is one thing, killed is another.
Try to get them away from the cavern.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything around us, like any rock structures we could tie a rope to help them get out?
Yeah, you can stabilize. I think. Go ahead and give me. We'll do a sleight of hand check to kind of tie the ropes off to keep the wagon from and the people from just falling into this cavern that has been opened.
Sorry, what kind of check was that?
Sleight of hand.
Okay. A dirty 20.
Okay. And you are able to. There are many different formations, larger rocks. In fact, as you go, it seems the sudden pressure in has caused a white crystal, somewhat large piece of cenarium to come up, and that seems to be the sturdiest thing as you tie the rope around it.
As people are getting out of danger, I think, would we have like any medical supplies or anything in this caravan?
Yeah, there's a few like healer kits.
Anybody proficient with the healer's kit?
Well, someone who's not here. Yes.
Yeah, I know.
Miss Gabby holds out her hand so someone can help her out of the wagon, and no one does. So she has to climb down. And
I will throw the rope to Miss Gabby.
I can help, but I'm not. I don't know what I'm doing.
Anybody have proficient in medicine? No.
No, nobody does. That's here.
Okay.
The only person who does isn't here.
Okay. Can I use sleight of hand to wrap wounds?
It is a medicine check to attempt to aid people. But you can do your best just by, you've watched people bind wounds once or twice.
Yeah.
Since we don't have anybody here proficient, can we just ask above table what the modifiers are on our first session?
Sure.
I have a +2.
Okay, I have a +0.
I have a +2 also.
What do you have, Matthias?
For perception?
Medicine.
Medicine is a +2.
Okay.
Either of you three is better than me.
Would one of us be able to assist another one to apply?
The two of you can work together, so yes, someone can have advantage.
Okay. I think me and Matthias should work together, and maybe Silver can, because I know Silver has an inspiration, can maybe work on another one.
It is Matthias.
I apologize, Matthias.
Do we know what was in the cards?
Do you know what?
I was asking Miss Ross if she knew what was in the cards.
What's in the cards? I have no idea what's in the cards.
If it was only people, we might be able to just let them go. But if they had food and water for us, we should probably at least try.
I agree.
Well, if we-
Yes.
Yeah, if we need to save the cart with food and water in it, then yeah, let's try and save the cart.
How about y'all tie a rope to me and I can try to pull it out?
Okay.
All right.
Who's gonna do the medicine check?
Miss Gabby Ross and Matthias.
Okay. Do you want me to help you, Silver?
Sure.
All right, I'll do that. I'll help Silver.
All right, make your roll.
Would you like an athletics check then, Matt?
For this is pulling the wagon out.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is going to be a 21.
Okay, so pull. There is. You just see there is food, water, and other supplies. Just pull it out. This is the main stuff for this expedition, but get to safety, and everyone seems to back up.
Fix them people, Gabby. Matthias.
Okay, so I'll grab the medicine kit, and I'm going to bring it over to Matthias and just hold it out like I just expect him to know what to do.
I will make an attempt to dress people's wounds the best I can.
And I will try to give them bedside manner.
It is a 15.
All right. You're able to stabilize. You don't think that they're going to be hurt too much right now. You've stopped the bleeding. You've put pressure where it needs to be, and everyone is. It's going to be hard. You don't know if they're fit to travel just yet. but they are okay.
Maybe
And-
we should make what? So it's still daytime. It's still in the middle of the day. Never mind. My brain.
Yeah. Where the canyon is, you see two large like burly hands come out of the darkness, almost like they're hanging.
Hello? Is
No,
somebody
no,
down
no.
there?
Shh.
So we start saying, hello?
No, let's not attract any more attention.
Strange. The wind almost picks up. And the rock's song changes into lyrics, into words. Hey there. Aren't you all so capable? And it shifts around you. What brings you this way?
We're just making our way to a town.
Got all caught up by those wolves, huh?
Yeah, a little surprised. Who are you?
They call me Jara.
Jara. Well, that's a nice name.
Now, are we audibly hearing this, or is it in our head?
It is. You are hearing it. It just seems to be carried more by the rock song than by any vocal cord.
Okay. So in that underlying hum.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jara,
Yes.
do you think that maybe you could help us?
I would like to. We need an exchange, however.
Exchange for what?
It's really simple. My people are starving and thirsty, and you have the water. However, we don't need to see innocents, or at least those who didn't bring us no harm at all, suffer for our need, if we can help it anyway. So we're asking if you could maybe help us with our need.
Could we give you a portion of our what we have? Would that be okay? Because we still have a ways to go, I think.
If you wish us to part on reasonable terms, that's fine. If you want our help, we need some people to come into our caves. Take care. There's things that ran us out. Things put there by leg walkers like you.
So you're looking to hire?
So to speak. You go down, your payment is our help in getting you to your town. We know how to keep them wolves away.
I think that sounds like a fair deal.
What did the other people put down there?
It was some cages. Something that don't smell right. And mother's teeth.
Sounds like an adventure to me.
It does. I'm in.
We have an accord then.
You guys okay with that, Silver? Matthias?
You're all going down. I'm planning on staying there to protect y'all.
Okay.
People with you all just sort of are nodding, letting you guys take the lead. And on your agreement, the arms pull up, and you see two long ears come up, followed by bent hind legs, and essentially there is this furry rabbit with two enormously large arms, human, that it mostly carries itself around on.
Well, Jara did I say that right, Jara?
Yeah, yes, and still the wind and the hum.
I'm Aria. This is Gabby, Silver, and Matthias.
Pleased to meet you.
Can you guys watch the injured, help the injured, keep them safe while we go down and take care of your problem?
Ooh. They'll be under our care. Yes.
Sounds great.
I want to do an insight check.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I want to do an insight check on this
Yeah.
because I get advantage on that. Oh God, why am I rolling so bad? It's an 8.
Despite yourself, it is a bunny.
Oh
And you're
my.
oh.
This is such a cute little creature.
I just want to pet him, but I'm going to keep my hands and my opinions to myself. And where
Would
do we
you-
need to go?
Would you like to come with us?
I can't protect your people if I'm with you.
Oh, I meant more like come with us on our destination.
We'll get you there.
Well,
So be good, good blood between your people and ours, huh?
right.
You seem like a nice enough fella. I like you.
And Gabby just kind of gets up close to Arya. He's so cute.
Arya's just going to kind of whisper back, he really is, but don't tell him that. Where should we go?
Probably down the hole where this thing came from.
Right. It's up to you. If you want to try to get a short rest before you go down, you may, or if you want to keep going and save it. Because you only have one hit die, so you only get one
Yeah.
short rest here.
Yeah. I think the only one of us that was hurt was Silver.
I'm fine. We can keep going.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Well, Silver, you
probably-
stay in the back then.
Yeah. We should
I'll
probably.
try. We'll
we
see.
We should probably not use our sonant weapons
Okay.
down here just in case, because they're really loud. We don't want to cave in.
Good point. I'm going to holster my weapon. I didn't even have it out. What am I talking about?
It's on the ground. You pick it up and
Yeah.
There we go.
Well, that was before you would have picked up before you all
No.
ran.
Yeah.
Never mind.
I got to go back get my weapon, y'all.
And do we need to? Is there? I'm looking at Jara. Is there an easier way down that hole, or do we need to get a rope?
If you can't climb, I'd get a rope.
Gotcha.
All right.
He's got a rope.
I have some rope. Wait, let me check. Yes, I do. I have rope.
I do not have rope.
Yeah. For this, you can easily tie it off, and you drop down. It is about a 40-foot drop down. The rope just makes it.
It takes a while for Silver to get down.
Oh,
You just have
yeah.
to lower her because she doesn't really have.
Yeah.
No.
I'm not strong, so I can't help with that. Sorry.
I'm the weakest of all of us, so.
I mean, what we could do is we could tie the rope around her, lower her down, and then climb down. Like all three of us are with the help of Jara.
That's probably best.
Yeah, let's try it. Let's do that.
All right.
Yeah. Begin to come down. And you see there's about a 10-foot wide section here. Looks like it's been tooled. And a passage opens. Goes about 30 more feet before it opens into another 10 to 15-foot opening with 3 ways branching off, one that continues straight, if not curving slightly to your right, another one that goes immediately 90 degrees right, and another that goes 90 degrees left.
Did Jara happen to mention which way we needed to go?
We never asked.
I think I did ask.
As you lower yourself down, you see kind of dug out. There are large, like 10 to 15 foot holes in this 40-foot drop that you've seen now that houses creatures similar to Jairus. And as you can ask Hum is, we ain't been down there long. I don't know what's down, what's there. We've been hiding up here.
Aria will nod and we'll try and take care of it. We'll do our best.
All right. Gabby will take out her rapier sword and keep her eyes open.
And yeah, Arya's gonna pull out her short bow and do the same.
All right. And Ogie puts himself down.
Ogie!
All right. You there, Ryan?
You're muted if you are.
All right. Give me a second to figure out. How would you like to proceed?
Okay, so we've got 3 directions we can go.
Yep.
Well, this is when a ranger would come in handy.
Yeah.
Oh, he's on the phone. Gotcha.
Well, I mean, so 2 of them are both 90-degree angles, but then there's the one that kind of curves. So maybe it's the one that kind of curves because that one's different than the others.
Maybe. Is there a difference in smell between the three?
Make a perception check.
Ooh. Okay, perception. Ooh, 17.
Smell. Say there is a almost ozone smell coming from the one that curves, and nothing overly discernible from the other two paths.
I think
Let's
it
go
is.
down.
I think you're right, Gabby. Let's go down that one.
All right. So I think Gabby, just for whatever reason, just suddenly starts taking the lead and just starts walking for it.
How's your dark vision, Miss
I
Gabby?
can't see anything, Miss Arya.
Okay, why don't
Yeah.
you come back here?
I was
Which
going to
way
ask
are
as,
you?
as you're now entering away from where the sun is coming down, and the rest of this place is dark.
I will cast Produce Flame and walk behind Miss Ross.
Thank you, Matthias.
I'll keep an eye out with my dark vision.
It is only a 10-foot radius, so
Yeah, mine's 60. I got that. I can keep an eye out. I don't know how well, but I can still keep an eye out.
Silver's gonna produce a torch and light a torch. Like, maybe this will help us all a little better.
And what's the upper range in the
20
torch?
feet.
This is-
It's 20 feet radius and then dim light for additional 20 feet.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
Yep.
Am I the only one here who has dark vision?
I think
Possibly.
Oh
I
god.
Oh,
also
you
have it.
You also have dark
Hey,
vision?
Yes.
Hey.
Okay.
Hey.
If you want, you can have
Oh no. You're breaking up
Breaking
real
up.
bad.
All right. So, I can't hear you. With that light, you continue down. Now, here underneath, the slight hum that is on the surface is intensified. The rocky walls are in a constant vibration, singing. As such, hearing-based checks have disadvantage down here. You step forward, and you see in this little alcove, after traveling about 40 feet, there is a outcropping of crystals, about 3 inches, but roughly 15 of them all stuck together. And there are bedrolls, pillows. Most bedrolls are more rotted. It looks like they were at one point puffed together. You think maybe to be places of rest for the creatures that asked you to come down here.
You said they're crystals? Do they look
Crystal
like...
in the center.
Are they cenarium?
They are.
Are there any like, I don't know, footprints, paw prints, anything that do not look like the creature's feet?
Make investigation check.
Investigation. Oh, that's better than my perception. By 1. Nope, that's a 5.
A little dusty, it's hard to tell.
Do we see any sort of cage down here?
Not here, no.
Maybe this is just one of the rooms they were staying in.
Maybe.
Is there anything above us?
That's a good question.
Just see the tooled, like dugout, partial ceiling. Looks like there's places where things have been pulled out of the wall, so it's very, it's not smooth. It's not like this was crafted. Mind you, it seems people found veins of things down here, pulled them out.
Hmm.
I don't think there's anything down here.
There's those crystals in a pile.
Yeah,
We are wanting their aid, though.
I don't want it. I don't trust those crystals just sitting there right in the center.
That is a little weird.
Should we take some?
Hold on. I'm going to raise my bow with an arrow nocked. I'm going to aim it at these crystals. And like, if you guys don't want me to do this, you better speak now or forever hold your pieces.
I can't see you, Miss Arya. What are you doing?
Yes, you can. There's 2 forms of light around this.
Oh, I just had my eyes closed.
Yeah. All right. I guess I will take a breath and because I don't trust those crystals. I'm gonna loose an arrow on them. I'm like, I don't trust these.
Okay, make an attack roll.
12.
12 will hit, and
No.
and as it strikes the scenarium, there is this sound of thunder, of air being broken, and moves forth. I need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw.
All right.
Eef.
And an 18 for Matthias.
14.
11.
5.
Oh,
That's about right.
I rolled real low, so everyone takes 1 thunder damage.
Ooh.
So, as a scenarium, radiant blast just went,
Okay.
and the crystals, after striking them, you see that they almost separate a little bit, and there's this harmonic note. It's pleasing that begins to resonate between them, and a almost violet shimmer emerges from them and sits in the air before it slowly lowers back onto them, and as this mote of almost energy and song hits this outcropping, it immediately crystallizes into purple cenarium. Sorry, violet cenarium.
That was strange.
So it's just sitting on top of these crystals now.
I kind of want to go
Sorry.
pick it up.
You should go grab it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll step carefully into the room
Mm-hmm.
silently.
Step carefully and you pick it up. As you get closer, you see in the one place made for sleep in, there are 2 furry bodies with the humanoid arms, each missing their head.
Okay, I will slowly back out of the room.
But you do have the purple crystals.
Yeah.
Did you get it?
Yeah.
What are they?
It's purple cenarium.
Now, none of you are so familiar with Cenarium to know precisely what this does. However, you do know that Cenarium can either be harnessed by an apparatus of a machine to do various things that others are good at knowing, or it can be struck. And when struck, produces an effect.
What are you going to do with it?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I want to strike this because I don't want something bad to happen to all of us.
Well, maybe you could shoot it with an arrow again, and that way you'd be far back. And
Well, maybe. Or how about this? How about you guys just move back? Like back away, back away, back away.
I'm not afraid.
Can I ask a question here? What is the point of striking it again right now?
I don't know. Okay, I'll just stick it in my pocket. I'm just sticking it in my pocket. I'll stick it in my pocket.
All right.
I'm curious, but I'm not that curious. Okay.
It emitted some kind of wave. Why not throw it at the first thing we see?
Okay.
Did the rest of us see the headless corpses, or was that just Arya?
I think Arya saw it, she doesn't tell you.
Okay, gotcha.
Oh yeah, by the way, there's headless bunny men over there.
Headless?
Headless. Like somebody chopped off their head or chomped off their head.
Well, we must be in the right place.
So there is something down here.
Yeah, but nothing reacted in here.
But it probably hurt us now, though.
Yeah. Maybe we should try going down one of the other halls?
Is that a dead end up ahead, or?
Is this a dead end room?
So as you look around, this room is an alcove. You could follow the path you were walking. If you turn to your left, and it goes straight into the darkness.
Oh, look. There's a path right there.
Oh.
That just jumped out of it. If that was a snake, it would have bit us.
All right. Well, I guess we go forward then.
Tally ho.
What's the worst that could happen?
Oh, yeah.
Our heads get eaten.
You walk forward then another 50 feet. It narrows to about a 5-foot gap, and there's little signs of blood, as though something was struck against the rock here or there, till the path widens to 10 feet. And who's leading? Because you had to be single file here.
Okay, Ryan said that somebody can pilot Ogie.
Okay.
And I feel like we kind of need a ranger at this moment. Until he
Okay.
gets home. If anybody wants to do that.
Well, he is proficient in survival, nature, sleight of hand, perception, animal handling, and deception.
Hey, they're just exactly what we need. um. Okay, so there's blood on the wall. Is that what you said?
I'm asking who's in the lead.
Oh, who's in the lead? I think we're going to have Ogie in the lead for this one. Because he has the stuff we need for somebody in the lead.
All right. Zogi walks and turns.
Right. I'll be close to him since I have a melee.
Okay. So he walks and turns. He suddenly steps where there is no ground. And someone needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no. Okay. I've been rolling really bad. Someone else should do it.
I haven't been rolling much better either.
Okay, I'll do it. It's +6. Okay, that's not bad. It's an 18.
Okay. He almost falls in, puts his hand, grabs Inko and Miss Gabby, and hurls themselves back up. Now you see a long drop down, a chasm that starts from the wall of the path, where it's roughly 10 feet wide, and it looks like it widens as much as 15 before it lessens down again to 10, then 5, then nothing. It blocks the immediate way forward. It seems that as you look, would be more to explore past the thickest part at 15 feet.
No, I'm confused. Where is that? Is that the chasm or across the chasm?
There's a chasm that's about 15 feet wide.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's, you could just see that there's further tooled out paths that lead off of that gap.
Okay.
After the gap.
Well, could anybody think they could make that jump? With the rope?
Could.
I mean, we can get the rope on you. That way you can tie it off so we can all cross. Yeah. And if you fall, we hold on to the rope. So.
And I drag you all down with me. Perfect.
Well, if there's 4 of us, we should be fine, right?
I mean, my strength's real bad, Miss Aria.
And my body's pretty heavy, Miss Arya. I am made of a lot of clockwork and contraptions, so.
She like holds up her arm and it's a little twiggy itself. I'm not very strong either.
Sir, did we know how deep the hole was?
Looks to be about 50 feet.
That's not that bad.
Do we have more rope?
Oh, that's right. We used mine to tie. Oh, yeah. We can't use mine because mine's.
Yeah,
the rope
I do have rope.
You do have rope?
I have rope, so.
Okay.
Okay. Are you sure you can do this jump, Silver?
I believe so.
Okay.
Okay.
I trust you.
You got this. You got this. I know you have this. You can do this. Bonus action, Bardic Inspiration. D6.
All right. So
I almost forgot about Bardic Inspiration.
Okay. So for this jump, go ahead and make an athletics check.
Okay. So Bardic's D6.
Yes.
That's a 16.
All right. Take your lightning. And you land on the other side and begin to fall back as your back hooves don't hit solid, but you push yourself forward and are able to make it.
Now tie it on to something over there.
Okay. Is there something to tie it on to?
Seems that there is a more of a carved around piece here that you could probably like walk around and tie well. It's about 10 feet wide.
Well, let's start trying to tie it. I'll give a sleight of hand. It's a 14.
Okay.
I feel comfortable. I think we're good.
Okay. What about this side? What are we tying it to?
That's a good question. Is there anything to tie to on this side?
Not. I mean,
Oh no.
Not really.
not easily seen. No.
That's actually okay. That's okay because we can
Does
still
anybody have
use
mittens?
it.
Mittens, whatever they're called.
Oh, let me
Oh,
check.
No, I do not.
I do not either.
hey,
But
Ogie, do you have mittens?
I don't know if you can see his equipment.
I can, but I don't see that.
Why does none of us have?
Okay. Okay, here's what we'll do. The strongest person will hold on to the rope so that all of us can cross it, and then that person will have to swing down and we'll have to pull them up.
Okay, that would. How strong are you, Matthias?
Not terribly strong.
Are you better than +0?
I'm about on par with a +0.
Oh God.
Maybe
So
one of
who's
you
gonna
should have
anchor
went
the-
out first.
Yeah. I think Ogie is the strongest person among us.
I think Ogie and Silver would
Yeah,
be.
Silver would be, and I think second is Ogie.
Yeah.
Are we just trying to get across?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can I try to run along the wall?
I don't think you can do that at level 1.
And this would essentially. I'll give you acrobatics to attempt to do that with your monk shenanigans. Was it
A
acrobatics?
24.
24. Okay, yeah. So you kind of jump off the wall and land a little bit on a different side. You have to do this than Silver, but you're still able to get to her carefully.
Oh, that's lovely. Now, what about us?
Y'all can just do the same thing.
I don't think we can, Ogie. I mean, not Ogie, but Matthias.
I don't think I can. There, Matthias.
It seemed pretty simple.
Fucking A.
Have you ever done a thing called parkour?
No.
I don't know if I've ever heard that word before.
I sit on a stool and play an instrument all day.
Oh boy. Well,
Ogie, can you
two-
hold this for us?
All right.
This is so
Oh,
terrible.
I feel like we should have probably planned this a little bit.
Probably. I think you're right, Miss Gabby.
So you give it to Ogie. Ogie's going to try to.
Oh god.
Oh no.
So, okay, out of curiosity, crossing this rope, that's like an athletics check, right?
So with the rope, the way it's how it. So it's your choice how you want to do this. You could cross the rope, and then Ogie will make an athletics check. If he fails, you will fall down the 50 feet.
Okay.
Or if you want to try to jump, then that's the other end, and the rope is there to give you advantage on a dex saving throw to not fall to your death.
Oh, okay.
That sounds like a better idea.
That sounds like a much better idea.
Oh, We're
Hey,
so
dude,
hot.
what did I just come into?
We're gonna die.
You came into a TPK. How you?
You're trying to get across a 15-foot chasm that's 50 foot deep.
Level 1.
Messias ran across the wall. I jumped across with a rope attached to me, and now we realize that I was the strongest person, and I was the one that jumped across.
Yep. Yep. And
Is there walls along the chasm?
yeah, but there's no way to get across the chasm, which is where they are. Except for jumping.
I'm gonna I got a climbing speed, so I'm gonna just climb the wall.
Oh my god.
And he has the other end of the rope.
No, we're looking
I
back
can
at
climb
both
back
of the girls.
if you want.
No, it's fine. Like Gabby and Arya will just die. It's cool.
It's okay.
You wanna go first, Gabby? I'll keep
Can
an eye
I-
on our back.
Can I be near the ledge on the other one, kind of laying on my stomach in case one of them falls to try and catch them?
I mean,
Is there?
can't, I guess in that case, then they would have a disadvantage on the roll to get, because in order to get to where you are, in order to make that viable, they have to kind of take a weirder path.
I don't think that would be better then.
Just use the rope, hold on to the rope, jump across, and then throw the rope back to me.
Exactly.
There's gotta be an.
I mean,
easier
I
way.
can climb back and forth with the rope if you need me to.
Well, if that needs to happen, then that needs to happen. I mean, yeah, sure.
You got this, Miss Roth.
What?
Come on, Gabby.
Wait a minute.
Just grab a hold of it. Just take a hold of the rope. I'll put the rope in her hands. Just hold the rope.
Why don't I just tie it around myself, and that way, if I miss, they can hold on to it, right?
Okay,
Yeah.
Okay, I'll tie it around you. It's fine. And just run and jump.
I mean, that is logical, right? That's
Yes,
that is.
100%.
It is.
Go. I tied it
Okay.
around her waist just to.
Okay, so I've tied this around me, which means that there's no chance that I should fall to my death, right?
No chance at all, Miss Gabby.
No chance at all.
Okay, y'all. Let me just help you out. You have a 50-foot rope.
Mhm.
Okay.
Just saucer.
So the way that you have this, it is you're guessing that there's probably 30 to 40 feet of slack that will be in operation here should she fall.
Okay, I'm not going to tie that much slack on her. I'm going to tie it like higher up, like maybe halfway.
Yeah, let's make it so it's fairly taut across right now, so that there's only
Okay,
about
so you put it as taut
Yeah.
as you can,
okay,
and then tie where that is. Okay.
on
Yes.
3, you're gonna start running, and then as soon as you jump, Silver, you start running as well. So she's got even less slack to pull her across.
So I'm running in these heels across to this chasm. I'm jumping off, swinging, smacking myself in the head against the,
And I'm on
You
fight.
shouldn't.
and then I'm
Just-
going to be dragged up. Okay. It sounds like a
The
great plan.
idea here,
Run and jump.
when she jumps, Silver, take off running to pull that slack even tighter and pull her across while she's in the air, as best as possible.
Okay.
I'm gonna reattach the rope to myself and start moving forward.
Wait, just you stand right on the edge there. We'll tie it around you. Okay, and when I say go, which is going to be when she jumps, then I need you to take off like a bat out of hell.
Reckon I can do that.
Okay.
I'm going to pat Gabby on the tush and be like, you got this. Not give her Bardic, but just, you got this.
What? Okay.
All right.
So
on
what-
your mark,
What
your
kind of
mark,
check is this?
Miss Ross.
This is athletics.
Are you kidding me?
Will it be an advantage because Silver is helping?
Yes.
Technically.
Yes.
This is an athletics check.
You got this. Go.
Oh, God.
Go. Oh God,
Okay.
there's a spider coming up behind us.
Here I go. I hate everyone.
Well, I could have gone first and left you to
Okay,
go by yourself.
That's an 11 minus 3, so that's an 8.
You got
You have
advantage.
advantage. You can
Oh.
roll one more time.
One more. That's a 2 minus 3. That's a negative 1.
Minus 3.
So, take off, running. Whoom.
Well,
And-
she's got a. Isn't there a standard running jump distance?
Not with her minus 3. There
Not
wouldn't
with
be.
-3.
Okay, that's fair enough. That's fair.
Let's go 5.
I'm trying here.
And whew, take off. Silver, you begin running. You go kind of around a bend, trying to do your best as this is a curvy cave. It's not like a straightaway. So you're.
Well, it's only
Moving.
like 15 feet that she needs to run before.
She says she's taking off like a bat out of hell. So
Yeah,
Yep.
that's- okay.
That's 40
And-
feet.
yeah,
Fair
it's full
enough.
movement. 'Cause I'm assuming she's trying to also get some like push and pull there. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's gonna be more than that. So whew, and the thing is that you jumped for height, and then there's a downward angle pull from the rope. So it kind of
Yeah.
pushes you, and it basically slams your face into the side here. And what this is going to be is going to be 2d6,
Oh no.
and I will also need a Constitution saving throw. So that's 9 bludgeoning.
Okay.
You can have my inspiration, Miss Gabby.
Well, I hope so. Con save. Okay, let's do it. Let's go. The first one's okay. Second one is better. So that is a 19.
19. Okay. You maintain consciousness.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and use my second wind to go ahead and restore some hit points to myself.
100%. Yeah. So,
Let's
You pull
see.
yourself
I've
up.
never done this, but let me pull this up real quick so I can roll it. Oh, 1d10 plus. Okay, cool. Let me roll that.
right. Silver, as you pull and you pull, as you realize that you have to pull Miss Gabby up. She pulls herself, and the rope goes. Your hoof comes down, and you hear this screech.
Then I'm still on the other side.
And you hear one and then more.
I'm
You've
guessing
stepped
you're
on
what I'm looking for.
something. And we're going to take a break. Level 1. Wow.
Oh my god.
That was
You
so
guys.
stupid.
That was way too intense for a jump.
That was the funniest shit ever, dude.
How do you have a -3, man?
Because I rolled a 5.
It gave his fighter.
Strength was the dump stat for his fighter. Like, what are you talking about?
Yep.
For a dex-based fighter, yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm behind it. I'm behind it.
Okay.
Arya's
done it
like,
before.
yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. No, we're not tying anything around my waist. So stupid.
All right, how we doing, everyone here?
I am here.
Back.
Oh,
No, as well.
I thought. Oh my god. I thought Josh said something else.
What?
I thought he said fuck instead of back. I was like, what?
I said back.
I was like, what happened?
Well, the situation I'm about to be in, I'm probably going to say that.
Right?
Exactly.
Well, at least I have a ranged weapon.
Yes.
Very good. So,
No.
what?
Oh, now we have to go all the way back across the.
Oh, well, they just stepped on something.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah, did we hear the scream?
Yeah, anybody on this side definitely heard it. Yeah, all of you could have heard this.
Okay.
Except Arya.
Yeah, I'm still on the other side.
Amazing. So much fun. So,
Jesus Christ.
all right. So, you hear this now, Silver. You don't have the dark vision, right?
Nope, but I did have a torch.
Oh, you still had your torch with you? Good.
Yep.
Okay. Holding rope and had a torch. Nice. Okay.
We tied the rope around her.
Okay. All right. In that case, you see these. You look down. It almost looks like you stepped on flesh-like rock. And it stiffens to raise up what looks like a hard, rocky body with almost like brain matter that seems to be in a mineral formation that comes out. It's at both has pulses of energy, as well as a hard surface and what looks like something trying to mimic hands. It has these rocky versions coming out and swinging, and two crystals that seem to be eyes, and you see that even within the eyes themselves you see what look like the rabbit eyes, as though something's been collecting parts to make itself whole. Everyone roll for initiative.
And 18.
I didn't even look. I just rolled.
18 also. Both have the
You're
same
pretty good.
dexterity.
I rolled like shit.
I don't even know.
All right, well, let's go. All right, you hear the sound as you poured yourself up, your blood running down the rocks and into the cavern below. And did you get a heal or something while you're at 10?
Who?
Oh, you second winded. That's why.
Yeah.
Anyway, it is your turn.
All right. No sense in being quiet now, so I draw my gun and I fire.
Okay. You got it. So let's hear.
Well, I should ask, is it within 30 feet?
Yeah. All right. So, yeah, I think you can get a line. My goodness, line of sight on this. Let's see, Miss. You'd have to move, but can we please see if Miss Gabby Rose with 25 feet can get a line of sight. Have it right there. On the creature in the back. The two
Alright.
creatures in the back. All right.
All right. So let's see what happens. All right, that is an 18.
18 hits.
Damage is 6 thunder damage.
Okay. Sounds good as it rings out. And the cave shakes a bit. And Matthias, it is your turn.
I'm going to walk around the corner. Or if I can see it, I'm just going to throw a dart at it.
Okay.
It's a 21 to hit.
21 hits.
Or 7 damage.
All right. Okay, so it hits, and you see it sever one of its arms as it falls in, and another arm tries to like pick it up and reattach it.
Gross.
And Silver.
Okay, I drop the torch as my free action. Pull up my great sword and go, "Hi ho, Silver!" and attack it as I go into
All right,
range.
real quick, actually, I need a Constitution saving throw from you before you start.
Okay. Con save, that is a 19.
19. Gotcha. It is almost like this weird vibration here. It tries to throw off your senses, but you're able to concentrate and make your roll.
Perfect. And that will be a 17 to hit
That hits.
for 13 damage.
How do you want to kill it?
I just go for its head.
Yeah. So it kind of cuts right through the center at this point. There's not quite a head there.
Cut through the center of it.
Alright.
Movement, can I move back now? Or is the other one still within range of me?
It's still within range.
Okay. So,
But Arya, it's your turn.
I don't have any clue what. Hey, what's happening over there? I need help. I can't get over.
jump!
No, not without help. I will die right here, right now, and that'll be the end of Arya, and I will be sad. The world would be distraught without me. No, can't happen. I'll just wait for something. I don't know. If I see anything, I'll just hold a arrow if I see anything.
All right. Okay. Thing here goes to grab around your neck. It attempts to strangle. That is 17.
That will hit.
All right. That is 5 bludgeoning.
Reduced to 2 or 3?
2. All right. Second arm comes around for 12. Not able to get quite a grip. And its third arm comes around for 22 to hit.
That will hit.
Oof. And that is 3 reduced to 1. It's trying to strangle. Then Ogie.
Okay. Real quick, I want to take my rope, tie it to a dagger, throw it across to land by Arya's feet. Take another end, and trying to keep it as taut as possible, basically running without pulling the dagger back across. I want her to grab onto the rope at some point. But basically, I'm trying to just not give as much slack as possible and holding onto it while I run around the corner. And is that my action, or? 'Cause I feel like
Probably. I'm a little confused with what you're trying to do.
basically I want to give her a way to get across. Similar to what we did with her, except for I'm not going to take off running. It's more just in case she fails. I'm trying to hold on.
Okay.
As best as
You're
I
just
can.
giving her a rope to hold on to and jump with. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I'm also. Yeah, I also.
Yeah, I think that's a little bit of a lot. It's probably an action to set that up.
Okay, that's fine. Then that's my turn.
All right. Miss Gabby Rose.
Gabby Ross. I'm
Ross,
gonna
yeah, sorry about that.
go ahead and with my gun, kind of move it a little bit over toward this other guy, and I'm going to pull the trigger.
Okay.
All right, that is somehow I did not get what I rolled.
It
okay.
came up as an 11.
Yeah, I know. It's supposed. Never mind. Oh well, it is what it is. So yeah, 11.
11 hits.
Oh, good. So I will go ahead and roll some damage on that. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that's plus. Can I add the damage I forgot to add last time onto this one?
Sure.
Okay, so that's plus 2, so that'll be an 8. 8 thunder damage.
Okay. Yeah, shoots out, just causing to stumble back. And Matthias.
I'm going to shout out at Silver, can I jump off of you?
Of course.
And then I'm going to run and jump off her hind legs over the creature and then come down with my staff two-handed over the head.
You got it. Advantage.
Be a 19 to hit
Hits.
for 5 bludgeoning.
Nice. With that, it
And
falls down.
Oh.
It's slain. All right, you're able to breathe once more. Seems okay.
Do we hear anything?
You listen from where you are right now. You begin to hear scrambling from a western passage that on this side of the chasm, but nothing yet.
I'm gonna head over to the ledge and look at Arya. It's Arya. You okay?
Yeah. She'll look over herself. Unscathed.
We didn't make the
Yeah.
jump yet, did you?
Nope. I'm good. Let me
Okay.
jump right over. Why don't you scooch back a little bit?
All right. I'm gonna move back a little bit.
Yeah.
Silver, you want to help me hold this?
Yeah, sure.
I'm not that heavy.
I'm not that strong.
Can she inspire
big.
herself?
I cannot inspire
I
myself.
don't think so, no.
No, you can only give bardic inspiration to other people. Can this be acrobatics instead of athletics?
This is like a straight run.
Walk a tightrope.
I have nothing to tie it off over here with.
No.
Can't
Okay,
be worse
you
than
know
my
what?
athletics.
I will burn my inspiration for this.
Good.
Ooh. 11.
Better than my roll.
11. You take a run, and you're beginning to come down and not going to make it.
Nope.
I'd say with the rope, make a dexterity saving throw to try to grasp that ledge.
Okay. Oh, okay. That's a dirty 20. That's a dirty 20.
There you go. So, that's sorry. 7 have to 3 bludgeoning for the save.
All right.
And they pull you on up.
She's like holding her nose. It's a little bloody. She bonked her nose on the wall. Ow.
I'm gonna help brush off her clothes a little bit.
Thank you.
You did real good.
So did you. So did you.
Well, I guess now we need to go back across.
No, I think we've got it. I thought there was another. We had to go somewhere this way.
I hope so.
There is another creature down here. At least one.
Oh,
All right.
all right. Oh, it's fine. Let's go.
Okay.
She shoved
I
some
will
like
pick up my torch.
she shoved some extra fabric she has in her pocket up her nose to stop the bleeding.
All right. So, from where you had headed, Silver, there does seem to be more of a way to go. There's also a way to your left, but the noises were coming from your right.
Everybody, I think we should go right.
Is there a way to go right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So it's very thin. You have to like kind of put your backs against the wall and go slowly, but you just sort of skirt the chasm.
Well, I'm pretty small, so I can try
Wouldn't
to.
that putting their back to the wall make Silver actually wider?
Who's gonna have to
Except for
tightrope that?
Silver.
Oh no! Oh, I got an idea. What if? No, probably not. We are a group of very weak individuals.
Well, since I'm smaller, can I try to get in there and like try to make it a little wider by removing some rocks that aren't necessarily essential to the stability of the cave?
With what? I mean, they're
With my
they're
hands.
Really, it's like part of the wall, so you have to have like something to carve it out.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Let's we're just gonna have to go, and you're gonna have to be extremely careful, Silver.
Oh, that's fine. I'm good at that.
Okay.
Well, I guess the rest of us should go first,
Probably.
just in case.
Okay.
So I'm the smallest, so I guess I'll go first.
Okay. Yeah. For all of you medium, the Silver's the only one that's gonna have trouble here. So you move through, and really, I think with all of you kind of grabbing onto Silver's shoulders, when she goes to step, you kind of pull, and while it's a little sketchy, You're able to get her mass on the other side here,
Ugh.
which is where Matthias had landed originally.
Okay.
As well as Ogie.
And you said the skittering came from this way, Silver?
I believe so. Noises that did, at least.
What size is Silver?
I am a medium-sized creature, but I
Okay.
do count as large for build, and when it comes to terrain that requires hands and feet, I suffer disadvantage, and technically movement costs me extra 5 feet.
I was just curious if my my feature.
Oh, you could probably ride me.
Well, I was trying to think like because I can like get into spaces of anything a size larger than me. If you counted as larger trying to get through the thing, would that mean that I could kind of crawl under her and try to make sure her hooves don't get stuck on anything? Or
Yeah.
okay.
Alright. Well, you see anything, Ogie?
I'll go ahead, look around.
Yeah, make a perception check.
I'm good at this for this character. It doesn't help when I roll a 1, though.
Oh no!
7.
Hmm.
Nice.
We are rolling tremendously today.
You move forward, and at about 20 feet, as it goes in to about a 4-foot gap, it widens to about a 17-foot gap. And there, the rocky surface floor seems to fall away, and there is a soft, almost gravel-like texture of many, many broken stones.
Bless you.
And you see what looks like almost like pallet board planks of wood that are attached that form a rough passage, like they sit on top of this gravel. One kind of path goes from where you are and down and takes a sharp turn to connect to solid ground, while another skirts around more of the cavern wall to attach to another outcropping of what looks like floor. Seems to be some type of wall between them. And in a corner of this, far away from either of the openings that you could get to, but against a wall and further from you, is a set of cages that have several shards of white cenarium hooked with copper wire down, and they wrap around the edges of these cages. And within each of these cages, 5 in total, there are these, looks like almost like soft, fleshy rocks. They wibble and almost shiver. Dripping off of them is a liquid that it falls into this gravel area.
Are these barred cages?
Almost like chicken wire fastened together into like squares.
And you said it had On each of the cages, there is a cenarium crystal attached with wire.
The Sonoma crystal is attached at the top,
Mm-hmm.
and they have wires that run through all the lines of the cages that
Oh,
surround around these, whatever they are.
almost like a kind of similar, like similar, like maybe an electric fence.
Yeah, it's almost as if every line of these metal fences are lined with the copper,
Mm-hmm.
as though the copper wasn't strong enough to make the cage, but they lined it with it, and the copper was hooked to the scenarium.
Okay.
Well,
Oh God, what are those things, guys?
they said they had cages of strange creatures, and I guess this is them.
Well, I mean, they're cages, and those are strange creatures. Should we just eliminate them?
Well, I mean, maybe they're friendly.
If they were friendly, I don't think we would have been tasked with getting rid of them. They were apparently killing the rabbits to make bodies for themselves.
They were
Oh.
what?
Killing the rabbits to make bodies for themselves.
Okay, okay.
Do we see all 5 cages filled, Matt?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we like. Then where did those other 2 creatures come from? If those,
Oh, there's still things in the cages.
Yeah.
Oh,
I didn't see the creatures that attacked them, so I don't even know what they're talking about with the.
Well, I'm good with animals. I could try to go see if they respond well. I don't know if they're an animal or not, but
I'm really good with animals.
would you like to come with me, Ogie?
Yeah, I was already thinking about sneaking on over there.
Well, if we're gonna keep it quiet and stuff, go ahead. If you guys want to do that.
Yeah.
And,
let's-
and
So
I'll
I'm
do as
go
they're
ahead.
sneaking over there. I'll make a sound in like on the opposite side of the room from the cages, just in case, to give disadvantage on anything that's trying to track them.
Sure.
So yeah, I'm just gonna real carefully go down those boards over to the cages.
Got it. Silver, as you step on them, they begin to shift almost immediately. Go ahead and give a dexterity saving throw for balance.
Both of us.
Silver, you're able to kind of go very
18.
lightly. 18. And they get steadied. Don't disturb. And you slowly make your way. Arya, you kind of look at the rocks now. And it seems like they're shifting, and that they began to like shift almost as if searching. And then you quickly threw your noise out, and that shift went more towards the other side, away from your friends.
There's something over there. There's something in the. I'm gonna tell Gabby and Matthias. There's something in the rocks.
I'll take out my gun.
I'll take out my bow and arrow and keep it aimed on the shifting that I see. Not loosing an arrow, but I'm going to keep it aimed just in case.
Nice. All right.
Continue inching forward very carefully towards the cages.
All right. So you come up close to now this outcropping, and you can see them. You can see this almost constant stream of liquid that exudes from each of these creatures and flows into the rocks below.
Okay, I will give you advantage.
As we get closer, do we see any more details about them, or are they still like soft-looking rocks?
Still looks like soft, fleshy rocks.
Okay, I'm gonna go in my pack, grab out a tiny bit of rations, and try to toss it into the cage of one of them without touching the cage.
Okay. Kind of push it through. Just get your fingers close. You feel like vibrations coming through the copper channel to the cenarium, and you push. And as the bit of ration kind of touches, almost immediately this tiny mouth just forms at the point of impact and wraps around the ration. It's gone.
Like a mouth formed on the rock or on the ground?
On the soft flush rock that you put through the ration on.
Okay.
It seemed to like your food, Ogie.
Yeah. I'll just do it a couple more times and see if anything changes with it.
Okay. Gonna keep feeding it. Cool. And it so point to it like shudders and grows slightly before it becomes oblong and then splits into two. The two things roll around each other as they bump in mouths form. They kind of bite at one another. And soon one gets the first bite, grows bigger. And one becomes big enough and swallows the other. Becomes one ball again.
Okay. And do these look like the things that attacked us earlier? Just without the fleshy pieces?
It's hard to tell. I mean, there's that purplishness to it that reminded you of like some of that crystal that formed, but it's hard to tell.
Okay. I'm gonna start looking at the cage itself. Does it look like there's a place where it would open or something like that?
It appears as though it was made to never be opened. Like there's no doorways, as though these things were placed and then sealed in.
Okay. Can I get a good look at where the crystal is attached?
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's just below eye height, so you can see it pretty well. 5 crystals.
There's 5 of them on each cage, or
1 for each bit
Okay.
of the cage, but all the cages are attached.
okay? So
They share
all
walls.
okay. What I'm trying to figure out is can I disable like one cage worth, or if
I
I
mean, you
disable
could-
one,
you-
would it disable all of them?
It's hard to know, but you can definitely try to, if you want to undo, try to free one crystal, you could.
Well, I want to. Can I inspect it a little closer to see if that would happen?
Sure, make an Arcana check.
Okay. It's a 5.
Not sure.
All right, and to dice jail you go. So, enough of that. All right. It's thoughts, ideas.
Have we tried talking to it?
No. I guess I'll take one more bitter action and try to hold it near the edge of the cage without actually throwing it in there. See if it tries to come get to it. And I'll kind of give it a little whistle.
It doesn't seem to react.
I want to get close to the cage,
Okay.
and I want to.
move along the pathway.
I make another noise.
I want to. I want to see if I can. I'm just going to try to telepathically say hello in common to it,
Okay.
in case it doesn't have vocal cords. I don't know.
Yeah, you send it out. You get the sense, like your brain becomes fuzzy. There seems to be this interference. Your guess is the wire, like you can't penetrate the cages.
Huh. What? I just tried to telepathically talk to it, but I don't think brain waves travel through it. The cage.
Okay. And if I feed it, it grows real big, splits in two, and then eats itself to go back into one, which is just kind of pointless.
Well,
Is the one that got bigger? Is it still dripping that liquidy
Yeah.
stuff?
Yes,
Is it still bigger than the other ones, or
it is slightly.
okay?
Okay, just a quick, maybe these things, this is Courtney talking over above table. Maybe the dripping is creating clones of itself. The drippings from these things are making, like, I don't know, like clones of itself or procreating that way or something along those lines. And that's what's in the rocks.
Well, are they over the gravel or solid ground?
The
They're over
drippings
like
are
the wood slats that are on top of the gravel. So when it drips, it just kind of goes through the wood slats.
Okay, so they are sitting on the ground underneath them is wood, but underneath that is the gravel part.
Yeah.
Not the okay. Then I want to go to part of the gravel and kind of just stick one of my daggers in it and kind of move it around a little bit.
I'm still keeping an eye on the area the movement of the rocks.
Okay.
I really think your dagger's about to get eaten.
Okay.
Or your
there's
hand.
You're stirring it. Everyone roll for initiative.
Yep.
Yeah. Kind of figured, but
Yep.
Hey,
Yep.
fuck you, dice.
Fucking 10.
Do I reroll ones on initiative? Is that an ability check?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
I hate this so much.
Halfling life, halfling life.
Okay, so that's a 14 then.
It was almost a natural 20, and then it just rolled just a tiny bit more, and I got a 2
Okay.
for a total of 6, but still.
As you begin,
My eyebrows
as
twitching. Hold on.
Ogie like kind of
My eyebrows twitching from my initiative rolls. I'm sorry.
So,
Go ahead. Sorry.
oh, good. Yeah. And take your dagger. The gravel begins moving, kind of on its own. Matthias, it's your turn.
Since I was waiting for something to happen, do I get shot off?
I mean, the gravel's moving, I'd say.
Okay. Okay.
Nothing's come out yet.
All right.
I will say that you can. Based because of the initiative, it's actually not going to matter.
All right. That's fine.
Is what I say, be based on how that came out. But Matthias, what'd you like to do?
So Arya pointed something out in the wall. I am going to keep my attention there and just hold my action.
Okay, you mean like in the floor there?
Yeah, in the gravel.
Oh, it was in the gravel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was okay. Then can I get closer to the gravel?
Sure. Yeah, no. Okay.
And I will hold my staff ready to hit whatever comes in range.
Okay, and the gravel begins to part. And there is this large green, almost as though some biological moss has grown over the pieces of gravel, and they've formed almost pseudopodic appendages off of it. And you see plugged in various rabbit ears, some of the hands, even noses on it, as it's amalgamating some type of form. It is a large, much larger pieced together thing. And as it moves up, there's a big shift down, as if this was the big thing that was here. And it rises up to Ogie. And opens up its largest mouth and goes to bite. That is 15.
That is my AC.
All right. That is 5 piercing. All right. And then Silver should be right there, as it takes some of the appendages, tentacles, and swings at Silver for dirty 20.
Oh, that hits.
That is 5 bludgeoning. And then another swipe over at Ogie for 24 to hit.
Yeah, that will hit.
And that will be 7 bludgeoning.
And I'm out.
Miss Gabby Ross.
All right. I think I'm supposed to be closer to the cages. I do want to be fair, because I did say I moved over to them. All right. So Oh, with this thing so close, I am going to take out my I'll take out my daggers for this. Yeah, that's what I'll do. And I'm going to attempt 2 attacks. I'm going to use them. I'm going to, with the first one, just kind of twirl it in my hand and then just try to jab it toward this thing.
Okay.
Whew. That is a 14.
14 hits.
And that will be 7 piercing.
Nice.
And then I'm going to twirl in my hand the other dagger and stab it right into him again. And am I flanking? I can't tell from this angle.
Yeah, if I can. No.
Okay. All right. Okay. That's a 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
And that will be another 3 piercing damage.
Nice. Good. And Arya.
Okay. I guess I'll step out to where I can see this thing clearly. And I'll look at it and I'll be like, "Oh, how sad for you. You couldn't grow appendages on your own. You had to take others. Oh, that's terrible." And cast Vicious Mockery.
Nice. That's a wisdom save or an int save?
It's a wisdom.
18.
Mother, stop with the 18s. Just stop. I'm done. No. Bad. It's okay. And I'll cast Healing Word on Ogie. Be like, "Dude, come on. Just too early for this shit. Get up."
I like that. Too early. Get your ass up.
That's 7.
Hey.
Nobody
right.
else can go down because I have no more magic.
All right. As you say that out, the vibrations of the rock and the area around move around Yogi, and close-up wounds bring you to consciousness as the rock obeys Arya's command. Silver.
Disengage.
Okay.
Move away.
All right. Where do you want to go?
Just 30 feet away.
Okay.
That's Ogie, not Silver.
There we go. Yeah, make a dexterity saving throw to not fall into the sea of gravel as it shifts.
Dirty 20.
There you go. Absolutely able to get away. And then Ogie.
Okay. I will action disengage and just, I guess I'll run back by Arya, and I'll use my feline agility if I need to.
Yeah, sure thing. Quickly wink. Get back. Which means Matthias, it's your turn.
I am going to run to where they were and just baseball swing, try to hit it right across what I assume is its face.
Yeah.
That's 7 to hit.
I mean, it hits his face, just does nothing and stops at the rock.
And can I still bonus action punch it?
Yeah.
It is a 22 to hit.
Ooh, that hits.
For 7.
Yeah. Some of the rock snaps and cracks. You seem to hit some of the fleshy beneath.
That's 8 damage.
Yes.
Not 7.
All right. It's its turn. It will. Oh. Let's see what it does here. It's going to shift around onto the kind of slats itself to get Matthias and Miss Gabby Ross into a straight line. It would shift around Matthias so it doesn't provoke opportunity attack.
Do I get opportunity?
No, because it was by Matthias.
But I was meleeing it.
Yep. You were. The board wasn't reflecting that very clearly. Yes. Go ahead, take it.
Okay. That is a 19 to hit.
That hits.
And that is 9 damage. Piercing.
All right. Good. And then it lets out that kind of same purple liquid that you saw in the cage. Just spits it out. So I need a dexterity saving throw for Matthias and Gabby.
A 22.
12.
12. Okay. So that will be 6 acid to Matthias and 13 acid to Miss Ross.
All right, I'm down.
Oh, crap.
Level 1. I mean, what?
Yeah. Oh.
So we're off. Miss Gabby, give a death save.
All right. Is that just a straight D20?
Yeah.
That's a 2.
Okay. Fail 1.
At least it's not a nat 1.
Well, I could
All right.
re-roll a 1.
So, Arya.
She's gonna roll her eyes like I can't help you. Like I told you guys, don't go down. And I'm gonna look at this thing. I'm like, stop, and release an arrow into the sky.
Yeah.
Just
Roll.
stop. And that won't hit. Maybe not. Nope, probably not. 13.
13. It bounces off of its hide. And it's
That's
over.
all I got. Yep.
Alright, seeing Miss Gabby Rose Fall goes, oh god, I can't let this happen. And I'm going to do my charge. I'm
Okay.
30 feet away, so I have to
Yeah.
run in, make a melee attack, and see if I hit it. So that is a 25
That hits.
with my greatsword. So that will be 12 damage from that, and then I get to make my bonus action hooves attack
Nice.
for a 18 to hit
Hits.
for another 9 damage.
Nice.
So 21 damage.
All right. It almost splits into 2. It is looking rough.
And that's for Miss Gabby Ross.
Ogie.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pull out my bow and shoot an arrow at it.
Okay.
Because
Oh.
Ranger. Uh, 13 to hit.
Misses. It's hard to tell something from the rock behind it as it just hits the back.
Okay. That's all I got then.
Okay. Matthias.
I am going to run. No, I'm going to get attacked. I'm going to try to hit it.
Okay. How do you hit it?
Just over my head, two-handed swing. Didn't get the depth right. And bonus action, I'll try to punch it.
Okay.
And that is going to miss also.
Gosh. Whew. Whew. Just hitting it as it takes a strike back at you for 10, which misses. Second strike, 8, which misses. Third pendage, 9.
Oh, thank God.
So you're jumping around its tentacles, it's flailing out, unable to get a hit. Scabby, please give me your second death save.
Oh god.
Oops. Uh, 15.
All right, one success. Hurry.
Oh my God, so stressful. She's just like, yeah, okay, we got this, and she'll knock another arrow and try it and aim to where she tries to go between go around Matthias as he's jumping around doing all his little monkey shit.
All right.
Ooh, 22 to hit.
22 hits.
Alright. 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'm going to be like bonus action. Can that's Matthias and Silver over there, right?
All right. How much damage was that?
I'm sorry, 6.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, 6. Okay, I'm gonna bonus action to Silver. Like, beat the crap out of him. I don't care how you do it, you just do it. And Bardic Inspiration, 1d6.
All right. And Silver, it's your turn.
Take my sword. Go aiming right down the middle. So that is going to be a 23
That hits.
for 10 slashing.
Okay.
That's
how do you
11. Don't forget to
Yeah,
add your
11.
ones.
How do you want to kill it?
Right down the middle. This is
Yeah.
for Miss Gabby!
And it kind of hits a knee and then falls down and sort of starts to sink into the gravel. And Ogie, what'd you like to do? Ogie, what do you want to do?
Is there another one, or is that it?
That's it. You just have a dying
Okay.
party member.
Okay.
Oh, do you have medicine?
I do not. I mean, I'm decent at it.
If you're decent, then try something.
Okay, I'll run up, and I don't have a medicine kit or nothing. But so can I just try to?
Gabby has one on her because we brought those, didn't we?
Yeah, you brought one, yeah.
Okay. Then can I grab her medicine kit and try to help stabilize her?
Yeah, with medicine proficiency, she's stabilized. Medicine kit automatically
I-
stabilizes.
I'm not proficient.
Oh, I thought you were. Okay.
Nope. Nope.
Huh.
I've just got a decently high wisdom. So I've got to.
I think you can use Mesquite if you're not proficient, I believe. So go ahead. And Mesquite stabilizes.
Okay.
So that's a use of it gone. It's
Okay.
like 10 uses, I believe.
I really think we should all take a rest here.
I think we should kill those things in those cages first. And I'm gonna just go over and get as close as I can without having, I guess, disadvantage, and just shoot each and every one of them with my bow and arrow. I think
Okay.
that's our issue right there.
That's gonna be really like we could roll this, but you might really mess some stuff up just so you know, because you're trying to hit through like small chicken wire cage
Oh.
with an arrow.
Would a sonant weapon be better? Would
Give
it
it a
be able
shot.
to do it? Would
You
that?
can try.
Eh,
I'm just saying the other one. I mean, you definitely have seen them be able to do similar things. It's just you could tell that the arrow wouldn't really get through.
okay.
So
Well,
you'll-
then I'll try it. My sonant weapon and attack on these things. On one,
Right.
at least. So I need to roll.
Yeah.
Okay. Why am I rolling so terribly? I mean, it's not horrible. 18.
18 hits.
Okay.
Hits most things in the game.
Ah,
And as it hits around the copper wire, it's reflected immediately back.
Gotcha.
Roll a d10 to damage yourself.
Yeah, that was a 1. I already rolled a d10.
There you go.
Oh, well, that's 3 to myself, because,
Alright.
yeah. I rolled a 1, and it's +2, right?
Yeah. So there's
Okay,
the
that didn't work.
sound energy around it.
How do we take care of these things?
I mean, I would say I could try to open them with my strength, but I'm feeling really weak right now, and if those things shock me, I ain't gonna be able to stand up, Miss that Arya.
Okay. I have a set of Tinker's tools. Would that help disengage the sonant crystals from the... Could I do a Tinker's tools check to do...
Yeah. Intelligence Tinker's Tools check.
Yeah, okay. And I'm proficient.
Could we maybe take an hour to catch our breath?
So that's intelligence.
That's what I've been trying to ask, guys.
Oh, you want us to do this now and let something else, like, get created? Yeah, sure. Okay, I'll wait.
I think that's the issue, right? Arya believes that this concentrating mass is going to create something new,
Yeah,
and therefore it's worth the risk to do this.
yeah.
So it's not Arya kind of being foolhardy, but it's up to like if your character's like so basically your group needs to make a choice.
Arya's doing the check, so I'm fine with
Okay.
it.
Yeah, I'm okay with doing it.
Okay.
Okay.
Gabby's passed out on the floor, so
Yeah. At least she's stable.
Fucking 12. Oh.
Okay. You are able. You take from one crystal, and you unravel it slowly. And you immediately feel with your tools you wouldn't want to touch this. The field is very intense around it, and it's magnified by the copper and the other runs. And then you're able to lift the crystal out. And you see that this isn't... Well, I would say it has been cut very precisely to some orientation. It's not its natural form. And there's a weakening of the field as you see one of these fleshy things begin to freak out. and it immediately, like, almost loses its what holds it together, and then it falls into the cage below, and the two things fight, and one bigger forms between the two, one's eating the other.
Miss Arya,
Mm-hmm.
before you keep going, if this happens, won't the last one be really big and we'd have to kill it?
Well, I think it'd be better to kill it in this form, even though it's a little bit bigger than what we saw back then.
I understand, Miss Arya, but Miss Gabby's down. I'm really hurt,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
if we unleash this thing right now, I feel like it might kill us all.
Okay. All right. Let's rest up for a bit. Let's take a breather. Let's think about what's going to happen. And
We could get it to
Well,
the
yeah,
point of being just one, maybe even,
yeah,
and then
we yeah.
take
What-
that rest.
What if we, gather our strength back and then just throw it down the hole? All the
Into-
cages into the hole.
Into the chasm?
Yes.
Except we can't lift it up.
We can't take them without. We can't move the cages without disconnecting them from the scenario.
And if we try to touch it, we in for a world of pain.
Yeah. Okay, let's collect our bearings real quick, and then we'll take care of the rest of it. Okay?
All right. In that case, so you take an hour.
Yeah.
So I don't roll hit points if I'm stable, right?
Correct. So it is, yeah. In this hour, you don't wake up yet.
Okay.
Okay, we need to move Miss Gabby to a place that's not in the line of fire, so to speak.
I'll go ahead and pick her up and move her back.
Okay. Then Aria, what would you like to do?
I'll go ahead and okay, so there's one on top. There's how many there's 5 of them? Is that what you said?
Arya, actually, as you complete your short rest, as you took this crystal,
Uh-huh.
you complete it as level 2.
What?
You hear the song of the rock more clearly as the crystal itself seems lessened, and then it cracks in your hand as though whatever it held, its vibrations have been transferred to you.
I don't know if that's a good thing or big, but I'll take it.
Means you got more spell slots.
Yep.
Slot.
It means you might be able to wake up Miss Gabby.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
If
Okay.
you wake Miss Ross up, maybe she can shoot the creature before it falls down into the next one.
Maybe. Okay.
But her
Okay.
weapons sound scenarium, and it'll just bounce back. Like it,
Well, as soon as I disconnect the cage from the scenarium
oh, gotcha.
and this thing starts freaking out or whatever, Miss Ross Gabby can do that.
What would
You
like
know
to do?
what? I'm gonna do this. Okay, yeah. Okay, so I think hold on. I'm still trying to pick a freaking spell. I'm like, do I want Featherfall? I want Featherfall. But do I want? No, I'll do Featherfall. I'll just do Featherfall. It's fine. We need that because we have issues with jumping over things. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Healing Word on Gabby. This is the only time I can do this. Yeah, 1d4 plus 3. I'll go over to Gabby and kind of pat her cheek and be like, hey, get up. You got this. You get it. You're good. You're good. That's a terrible roll though. For healing. For 4 healing. Yeah. 4 HP back to you, Miss Gabby.
All right.
You're like, okay, you with us? You with us, Gabby?
Yeah.
Okay. Here's what's gonna happen because we need to get rid of those critters, you know?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm going to disconnect the Cenarium from one of the cages. As soon as it starts freaking out, I need you to shoot it. Shoot the
I can
critter
shoot it.
inside of the cage. Okay.
All right.
That's what I need you to do.
All right. So I take out my gun and I point it in the completely opposite direction because I'm a little dude, you know. I'm like, I'm ready.
No. Okay.
What?
I give her like a little drink of water. No, you're good. Rub her back. You're good. Okay.
right.
This way. And I point her in the correct direction.
All right. I got it.
Are you sure?
Oh, I've got it.
Okay. Just look for the one that goes all crazy, okay?
All right.
I'll help by pointing it out as soon as I see it, okay?
All right.
And I'm going to go ahead and disconnect another one.
Okay, make a tinker check.
I forgot to put my proficiency on that last one. So that is another 11, and that time it was with proficiency.
Okay. 11 still, because it's basically wire wrap, so it's not complicated, it's just precise. So you move through. And you wrap another one. And I guess here's where you want that held because it kind of begins to freak out.
Yeah.
And almost want to go up, but doesn't go up, sees it can go down, tries to go down the one below it. And you wanted Miss Gabby to shoot?
Yes.
All right. So I shoot. And that's a 27.
All right, where your damage?
That'll be... Do I get the +1?
Yeah.
Okay, so that'll be 10 piercing. Or thunder, I'm sorry.
Yeah, 10 thunder. And this thing just explodes in midair as it falls.
Oh.
There's goop around Missaria.
Okay.
I am glad that worked.
I forgot to roll my hit point dice, and I rolled a 6, so just wanted to put that out there. Okay. All right, you ready for the next one, Miss Gabby?
I'm ready.
Okay, let's do the next one. Oh, that's so much better. 16, 17, 18.
Okay. It goes, and Gabby gets to fire.
All right, I fire, and it's a 10.
Okay.
It's as bad as it can get, really.
Yeah, it misses, and we say with that, it just misses. Is it a natural one or no?
No, it wasn't
Okay,
a natural
okay.
one. I would have re-rolled in that one.
That's true. It hits this other cave, as it comes and eats the one below it.
Oh no.
It's okay. It's okay. We got this. It's okay. We still got 3 more. Yeah,
Yeah,
3
we
more
got-
chances.
We got a few more people that can shoot too, so we got multiple shots
Well,
if needed.
Well, I can't shoot any worse than I just did. Trust me. I got it.
Are there 2 more? Was that the third one?
That was the
Yeah,
third
that
one.
was the third one. Okay, so we got 2 more. Two big ones. Okay?
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
it.
You got this. I believe in you, girl. And just for fun, bardic inspiration. D6. All right.
Do tinkering.
Tinkering. 14.
Okay. Jude starts to go down. Next one begins to fall. Miss Ross.
All right. I will. I guess I need to roll my bardic. What's bardic?
A
D6.
D6.
All right. So that's a 15.
Okay, and that's going to exterminate the second one. And I would say you begin to be able to do this. You get to the last one, and as you release it, it almost begins to dry up with no cenarium fields around before you blast it to smithereens. And you have now 4 other of these crystals.
Oh. Well, I'll hand them to everybody else.
What they look like?
Just
Yeah, the white crystal, precisely cut.
they're
They
pretty.
have, if you would look at the sides, they are 9-sided and cut in so that each has a pointed 9-sided tip. And it looks like almost connection points have been made where some of it's been carved out so that the copper could run better. But they have a soft glow in your hand, and you feel more connected. It's like the sound of the song of the rocks louder in your ears as you hold it.
Hey, Silver,
Yes.
can you poke at the gravel real quick? Make sure there ain't nothing else hiding.
Sure. I'll walk out and poke at the gravel.
You poke, doesn't seem to be a reaction.
I think we're good.
We don't hear anything else.
You don't hear anything else. It seems quiet.
I think we got him.
I think we did.
All right.
So are these? Because I'm a little confused. The crystals does that level us up, or does that?
Essentially, yes.
Okay.
We would usually, yeah. After you spend some time with it, but you're going to spend some time with it in a moment. So, you are able to exit, and I think as you would go about talking to the individuals who sent you down here, we'll end for this week.
Awesome.
Cool.
All right, as you watching, thank you, and we'll get on for more of this next week. See you then. I think our other players too. So,
Yep.
bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh my goodness. My browser's like really messing up while we're in the broadcast. What are you doing?
Well, time for the next session.
So, what really happened? I think I can't click on anything in this window. That's so weird. Okay. Let's try to reset.
Apparently we lied. Not ending the stream quite yet.
No.
Will never end.
Unplug it, 'cause that always works.
The world is happening.
Well,
What is? Gosh.